Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video, and today we are going to do a first time reaction to a band called Of Mice and Men, a band I have never actually heard of before, so obviously had to do myself a little bit of research and didn't really come up with very much, unfortunately. What I've come up with is Of Mice and Men are a metalcore band from Orange County, California, founded in 2009, so they've been around for a good 9 years. They have released 5 studio albums, and it turns out that the founder of the band actually left I think it was about 2 years ago because of long-term health issues, but the band have carried on since. So that's all I could really find. Metalcore these days seems to cover so many different styles of music, so I'm curious to see where this goes, but so yeah, the track we're listening to is The Depths, and I believe yes, this was suggested to me by Charlie Barantes. Hope I've pronounced that correctly. So yes, I'll be intrigued to see what this is like. I'll put a link to the original video in the description below as normal, and I think we'll just get straight on with it. So let's go. The Depths by Of Mice and Men. Well, pretty much straight into it there. I must say, you know, whilst the musicianship is really good, I'm not overly fond of the vocal style. It's more angsty screaming than like your usual sort of growls or stuff like that. I'm not overly fond of it. It's not bad, and you know, it still takes a lot of skill and talent to actually do that without overexerting yourself or totally throwing your throat out. I'm just not overly fond of the style personally, but I'm not going to fully judge a band by just one song. As I've always said, I prefer to have multiple references for a band, you know. So while I'm not overly fond of the style, you know, it might vary from different tracks. Anyway, as far as the track itself goes, it would seem, from what I've read, that this could be referring to him wanting to end his life after a failed relationship. I think. I might be wrong. Um, well, there's lines here like, there's no reason to walk out that door, and I don't even want you to sing. I just want you to jump with me. So it's like, there's no particular you've not given me any particular reason to leave. I just want you here with me at all times, and if you're going to go, I'm going to go with you. And then the chorus comes in. I'm so complicated, my body's falling, I think I've hit the floor, I cannot feel anything anymore. My body's falling, I think I've hit the floor, I can't remember anything anymore. And I'm going to miss your face for a long, long time. I cannot escape this place, it's in my mind. He says I'm so complicated. I'll have to disagree with that, because what he's feeling isn't particularly complicated. It's something that a lot of people go through. But my body's falling, I think I've hit the floor. That's pretty much self-explanatory, isn't it? It's like, you know, he's taken a leap off somewhere and, you know, subsequently hit the floor, as you would tend to do. And he's like, I can't feel anything anymore. And then further down, I can't remember anything anymore. So obviously, excuse me, you know, there's still the consciousness of spirit, if you will, but obviously it's not connected to the body, so he can't feel anything, he can't remember anything, he just there. I'm going to miss your face for a long, long time, and I can't escape this place that's in my mind. And you see, he kind of contradicts himself there with the lyrics. He says, I can't remember anything anymore, and I'm going to miss your face for a long time. How can you miss something if you can't remember it? That's just me being picky. So, whilst this has got, it's got a story behind it, it's got a meaning behind it, which I quite like. I'm not sure I agree with the whole idea of wanting to kill yourself just because a relationship has failed. That's a bit, dare I say, emo, you know. I mean, everybody feels down and depressed after a relationship fails, but, you know, there's always a reason behind it, and you'll get over it eventually, you always do. This, to me, it's like the old, well, it's almost like emotional blackmail. It's like, if you leave me, I will kill myself. And people have done that to me numerous times. I had an ex that did it to me on such a regular basis, it was unreal. But we're not talking about that. Yeah, we'll carry on. not sure really what to say about that. I mean, there are some parts here that I can kind of understand. It's like, I've been put down for way too long. You'll never be good enough. All they told me was just give up. You'll never be good enough. Pushing me. Shut up. Again, that's something I can relate to, because you know, I've been in relationships where, you know, they claim to love you, but then all they do is put you down. You know, it's like, you go outside with a hint of stubble, they say you look like a tramp, and they don't want to be seen walking with you, and, you know, they tell you you're not trying hard enough, even though you've gone out and got 2 jobs, you're permanently knackered, and then you have to come home and help, you know, do other stuff and stuff like that. So, you know, I can see it from that perspective, but then again, it doesn't make sense. You know, if that's what he's feeling from the relationship that he's broken up with, then why is he trying to kill himself because they've gone? It doesn't make sense. And like I said before, whilst it has got a meaning, it's a very, very shallow and manipulative meaning, in my opinion. You know, I could be seeing this completely the wrong way, but to me it's like, you know, he's threatening to kill himself because the relationship has ended. You know, it's almost like emotional blackmail. You know, sort of going, you know, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself, and then it'll be your fault. I mean, sure, when a relationship like that ends, you sort of think, oh my god, I just want to die. But, I don't know, it's just the way that it's been worded, the way it's been put. I'm not keen on the way it's written. I get where he's coming from, I just don't like the way it's been written. And like I said, the musicianship in it, the actual music, was great. You know, but not particularly fond of the vocal style. So, you know, unfortunately, it's going to be one of the rare occasions where I'm going to say I didn't particularly like the track. I didn't particularly like the vocals. Whilst I do like the musicianship, you know, the musicianship was great. The actual music part was the best part of the song. The vocals, not great. The lyrics, I like what they're trying to say. It's just the way that it's being said that I don't like. But as I said before, you know, I'm always willing to, you know, I will always give, you know, get multiple references for a specific band. You know, this could be one track that might not be best representative of their, you know, abilities, talents and style. So I will have to check out some more of their stuff in the future, but for this particular song, it's not something I think I'd listen to again at all. So yeah, we'll leave that as it is. If anybody would like to recommend any other tracks for me to listen to, by all means please drop a comment below in the comment section, or message me on Instagram, and I will add it to my vastly growing collection of tracks to react to. But for the time being, thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.